Welcome to the course Python Programming. I am Dr. P. Govardhan, Professor of Computer Science and Engineering in Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to learn programming languages, types of programming languages, introduction to Python, history of Python, download and install Python software, executing a Python program. Let us start programming languages. We communicate with people using languages like English, Telugu, Hindi, Tamil, Kannada, etc. On the similar lines, we can communicate with a computer by giving instructions. These instructions that are given to the computer to do a specific job is called program. The process of providing instructions to solve a specific problem is called programming. The person who writes the program is called programmer. The language that is used to write a program is called programming language. Types of programming languages. There are three types of programming languages. Number one, mission level language. Number two, assembly level language. Number three, high level language. Mission level language. Mission language is nothing but a set of instructions given to the computer in the form of zeros and ones. So, mission language consists of zeros and ones. That is, mission can understand binary number system only. This is the language of computers. Various operations can be performed by the combination of zeros and ones. Say for example, perform addition of two numbers. The mission instructions may be 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. It has some advantages and disadvantages. The advantages are program execution is very fast. Since the computer can understand and execute mission language, the translator is not required. Disadvantages. Difficult to remember the mission instructions. Mission instructions in the form of zeros 1, it is very difficult to understand human beings. Second one, difficult to read and write mission language program. Third one, very difficult to debug, correct and modify. They are mission dependent and not portable. The portable means we cannot run different hardware platforms. Fifth one, it is unstructured language. Next, assembly level language. Assembly language is also called symbolic language, is nothing but the set of instructions given to the computer in the form of symbolic names. The symbolic names are also called mnemonics. Now this is the example. Add R1, R2. Add the values of R1 and R2. Here add is symbolic name. This is also mnemonic code. Next example, mul R1, R2. The meaning is multiplies the values of R1 and R2. Here mul is symbolic name. It is also mnemonic code. Advantage of assembly language. Easy to remember the symbolic names and there is no need to remember the mission code. Second one, program understanding modification is relatively easier when compared to mission language. Third one, the execution speed of a program written assembly language is same as that of the equivalent program written in mission language. It has some disadvantages. There is need for translating the assembly language program into mission language program. The translator is called assembler. Second one, like mission language, the assembly language is also mission dependent and also unstructured language. Difficult to understand and debug when compared to high level language. Now, this is the definition of assembler. Assembly is a translator which translates the program written in an assembly program language into mission so that the computer can understand easily. Now, this is the schematic representation. This is the assembly language program. There is an assembler, is also some software. The software is MASM, MASM. Now, this assembler converts the assembly level language into mission understandable language. Now, say for example, add R1, R2. This instruction convert this software. Maybe this is the mission language. Next, high level language. A high level language is one which is written using symbols and words just like English language. The high level languages enable the program to write mission independent code. Examples of high level language: C, C++, Java, Python, old languages, Fortran, Basic. These are all high level languages. It has some advantages: easy to understand, easy to read, write and modify. The modification is also easy when compared mission level language. The code is very compact. They are mission independent programs. It has some disadvantages. It takes more time to execute when compared with mission language or assembly language. Second one, the translator is required to convert the programs written in high level language to mission language. The translator is called compiler. The compiler is a translator which accepts the program written in high level language and produce the corresponding mission language program. Introduction to Python. Python is a high level language, interpreted, interactive and object oriented scripting language. Python is designed to be highly readable. It uses English keywords frequently and it has fewer syntactical instructions than other languages. Python is interpreted. The meaning is Python is processed at runtime by the interpreter. We do not need to compile your program before executing it. There is only one step, that is at runtime. Python is interactive. You can actually sit at a Python prompt and interact with the interpreter directly to write your programs. It is also object-oriented programming language. Python supports object-oriented style or techniques or features that encapsulates code within the objects only. Python is a beginner's language. Python is a great language for the beginner level programmers and supports the development of a wide range of applications. The history of Python. Python was developed by Guido van Rossum in the year 1991 at the Center for Mathematics and Computer Science managed by the Dutch government. Van Rossum picked the name Python for the new language from TV show. The TV show is Monty Python's Flying Circus. Guido van Rossum has introduced the first version of the Python in 28 February in 1991 with the version 0.9.0 with the features like exception handling, functions, etc. Python version 1.0 was released in 1994. This version includes the new features like functional programming tools like lambda, functions, map, filter, and reduce, etc. In October 2000, Python 2.0 was introduced. It has included the features like list comprehensions, a full garbage collector, and supporting Unicode. In December 2008, Python 3.0 version was introduced. The latest version of the Python is Python 3.8.5 released in 20th July 2020. The logo of the Python is intertwined snakes. This is the logo of the Python. Here there is a one snake. Two snakes are intertwined. This is the logo of the Python. How to download and install Python software. Now the first step, Python is a freeware language. It can be easily downloaded from the website www.python.org is the official website of the Python. First step, open www.python.org in website in browser. First open the Google www.python.org. This is the official Python website. This is official Python website. Now here there is a downloads. Now observe here downloads. Now these are the latest news. Python 3.5 is now available. Python software foundation end of the year. Foundation. These are the some news. Now the next first step, click the download button. Observe here, downloaded the latest version for the Windows. Here there is an icon, download Python 3.8.5. If you click this icon or button, directly it can be downloaded 32-bit machine. But in my machine is 64-bit machine. For this, observe here, Python for Windows, Python for Linux, Python for Mac operating system, some other operating systems like Solaris and so on. Now, Python for Windows, Python for Unix, Python for Mac operating system, Python for Solaris operating system. Therefore, Python software is platform dependent. The next step, click, I am using the Windows operating system. Click Windows. Now Python releases here. Now first download. I am using 64-bit machine. Download Windows x86 64 executable install button. Click the button here. Now the Python software will be downloaded here. The next step, open the download, open downloads. In the the downloads, this is the Python, the shortcut path Python Windows 84, which is the application. Now in this, double click, now the system asked whatever the program new software installed. Now this will be displayed. Shortcut installer. Now click S button. Now these are the instructions. Agree, I agree all the instructions. Now here this is the path. Now by default click next. I am already installed my Python program 3.7.4. Next end button, automatically the software will be installed. Now these are the steps. First step, open python.org, click downloads, select Windows x86 64, not 84, executable installer link, copy the downloaded software, double click on Python my 3.7.4 amd64.exe, that is executable file setup. Select install launcher for all users. Select add button 3.7 path, 3.7 means 3.7.4. Click the customized installation link. Click on next button. If you want to change the location, now this is my location, C:python 337. 37 means 3.7. Click on installation button. Finally close the button. Now the next, after installation of the Python program, how to execute a Python program. Now I am using here 6 different ways to run the Python application. The first one or first approach by using Python command line. Open the C drive. In the C drive, here there is a Python folder. Double click the Python folder. On here the Python 37, 32. Now observe here, this is my path here, Python, in Python. Now this is the path, Python 37-32. In this, here there is one folder, that is application folder. Double click here. Now this is python.exe file. Now this is the Python command. In this command you can execute the programs. Now first I am adding two numbers, 10 plus 20. Enter. The answer will be displayed. I want to print hello. Print hello. Hello will be displayed. Now this mode is called interactive mode. This is Python interact. This is the interactive mode. This is the icon. This is the command, Python command. This mode is called Python interactive mode. Next approach 2. By using command prompt, open the system command prompt, type Python command, then we get Python prompt. This is another way. Windows plus R, enter. This is the Windows command. Now in this, type Python. Now we get Python interpreter. Now this is the version Python 3.7.4 version. Now get this is the Python command. In this you can write some programs. 1 plus 2, it will be displayed. Some 2 by 4, 0.5 will be displayed. Print hello. This will be displayed. This is also interactive mode. This is one method or one approach to execute Python programming. Third approach, write the application by using edit plus. Run the application by using command prompt. Now, first step, write the Python application in the editor, then save the program or application in .py extension. Second step, execute the above file by using the following command. Now for this I am using edit plus. Now in this I am going to write a program addition of the two numbers. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to 30, or D is equal to A plus B plus C, print D. Print D. This is the simple Python programming. Now, first step, save the program. I am saving the program in desktop. Now, the name of the program, test dot extension py. Next, save the program. Now, observe in this. Now the program is in the location C:users admin desktop. In the desktop, this is the program test.py. Now how to execute? Open the command line. Now my code is in the desktop. cd desktop. Now Python test dot py. Now the answer is 60. The answer is 60. This is the one approach to execute my Python application. The next approach by using IDLE. This is Python IDLE. I means integrated development and learning environment. This IDLE is the standard Python development environment. It works well on both Unix and Windows platforms. It has a Python shell in window which access to the Python interactive mode. Now, first my Python is installation owner. Here type Python. Now here this is the Python idle. Double click here. Now this is the Python shell, Python 3.7.4 shell. This is the Python shell. Now this is the Python command. We can execute. Python provides a REPL tool, REPEL, REPL tool. R means read the value. Say for example, A is equal to 10. Read the value. Again, B is equal to 20. Read the value. Next, C is equal to A plus B. Execute or evaluate the statement. Next, print. C. The answer will be displayed. This is the REPL tool. R means read, evaluate, print. This is the loop that is ready to read the other value. Says for example, sum, print hello. Print hello. Here read the value, evaluate the statement and print the value HLLO. Again ready to read value. This is the loop. This is the Python shell. It is also interactive mode. Now in this mode we can check only 2 or 3 lines for verifications. We cannot write programs here. We want to write a programs. Open the file, new file. This window will be appeared. Here we can write the programs. Same sum of the two numbers. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to A plus B. Print C. This is the program. The first step, save the program. Open the file, save. I'm going to save the program in desktop. Some example dot py extension. Save the program. After saving, there is only one step, run the program. Here the run button, run module. 30 will be displayed. This is the one way of executing the Python programming. Approach 5, by using IPython interpreter. For this, open command window, Windows button, +R. Now here print IPython, enter. Takes 1 minute. Now here I am using the Python. This is the IPython command. Now in this we can write programs. In of 1. Say A is equal to 20. In the second line, B is equal to some 30. Print A plus B. Directly we can write, single step, enter. 20, 30 will be 20 plus 30, 50 will be displayed. Next simple, press 10. Now observe here, this is the fourth line, 20. Out of 4, output of fourth line is 20. Output of fourth line is 20. Here this will be displayed. Whereas in print A plus B, here directly the answer will be displayed. This is the one way of execution of the Python programs. Next, by using Python Online Compiler. Python Online Compiler. Open the browse, go to Google. In Google, Online Python Compiler, Online Python Compiler. Now here, Online Python Compiler, interpreter, open the site. Now we can write the programs here. We can write the programs here. Same addition of 3 numbers. A is equal to 20, B is equal to 30, C is equal to A plus B, A plus B, print C. Now this is our program. We have to run this program. Here there is a run button. Click on the run button. Immediately the answer will be displayed. 50 will be displayed. This is another approach for executing of the Python programming. This is the online compiler. I am using the online compiler here. I am going to stop here. Thank you.